It's not about money. It's about sending a message.
People need dramatic examples to shake them out of apathy. And I can't do that as a man.
Everything burns.
On a political flashpoint by those frustrated with Musk's role in the federal government and Doge spending cuts. During a cabinet meeting today, Musk saying Doge employees are facing daily death threats.
A lot of it is kids, just trying to help out. They're very talented. They can get jobs, millions of dollars a year. Instead, they come here and go to peanuts and get death threats.
Tonight, FBI Director Kash Patel calling attacks on Tesla cars, showrooms, and charging stations domestic terrorism and launching a new task force to investigate and find the perpetrators. This is a doxing website resurfaced, publishing some contact information for Tesla owners. Protesters gathered over the weekend at nearly 90 Tesla showrooms.
Facts that we have been seeing in recent weeks. We now are learning that Attorney General Vandalism has announced charges against 3 people in domestic terrorism attacks on Teslas. 3 people accused of destroying Tesla cars and charging stations are now facing up to 20 years in prison for domestic terrorism this week as well. The defendants are accused of using high-powered weapons and explosives to destroy property from the Elon Musk-owned car company. One allegedly carried his crushed AR-15 rifle while bombing 8 Molotov cocktails in an Oregon Tesla dealership, while another is accused of trying to light Tesla cars on fire and same explosives in Colorado. And this is just some of the aftermath of some other.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you're all having a wonderful night tonight. Tonight, we are talking about Tesla's transitioning into firebombs. But before we get into that, I'd like to introduce our guest, the one and only Glow So Bright, with his appropriate background picture for today. How's it going, man?
Nothing ever happens. Great to be on the show. Thank you very much for the opportunity.
Of course, of course. Well, so, Logan, how's your night going?
Going pretty well. Got back
Fantastic.
to work, did a quick little bit of dry fire, and
Absolutely. I did a 500-round practice session for today, which is my last session before match tomorrow and then classifier on Saturday. So
heck yeah.
just send it after that and see what happens. Richard, how's your night going?
I apologize for making us late. That's my fault.
Yeah, well, this actually was your fault this time. So, I mean, we were waiting, we were being nice, but
Yeah.
it's okay. We're just a little
I
late.
apologize. I just had a little bit of audio issues, something with the browser, actually.
Yeah, it happens. Always blame your equipment. The gay actor Michael Douglas says, my gay friend Elon Musk would love to say hello to all of you here tonight. Well, thank you, gay actor Michael Douglas. All right. Well, of course, the topic of tonight is, of course, the Tesla happenings and some of the strange individuals and some of the tools being used in commission of some of these crimes, as well as maybe the concept of 2A for all, which I know Bucky has gotten into some hot water with some other people about recently, which is always fun. So Bucky, you're actually the guy who sent all this to me like a week ago and was like, hey, let's do something with it, basically. So why don't you give us the quick intro to the topic?
Okay. So the current Attorney General, the federal Attorney General, has listed charges for 3 individuals allegedly responsible for firebombing various Tesla dealerships throughout the country. And there are various different crimes all around the country related to individuals or who own Tesla vehicles or dealerships themselves. Over at early in March, the ATF has released in their individual agents of the ATF have released affidavits in support of criminal complaints that are West warrants to one of the individuals that we're going to focus on, but also listed under the Attorney General are 2 other individuals, one crime happening over in Colorado, another one over in South Carolina.
Right. Well, so the one that we're going to be focusing on today, as well as some of the other comical incidents that have happened with Tesla, is in Oregon. Adam Matthew Lansky, 41, allegedly carried a suppressed AR-15 rifle while lobbing 8 Molotov cocktails at a Salem Tesla dealership on January 20th. Almost exactly 1 month later, on February 19th, investigators say Lansky returned to the same dealership and shot out one of the windows and fired bullets into a car, according to Fox 12. They have this little thing down here about Lansky is charged with unlawful possession of an unregistered firearm, but that's actually not true from what we can see. Yeah, that's just something that they posted. When was this article posted? Just, well, 4 days ago, 5 days ago. So it's their fault for not getting the details correct. But yeah, so before we move on, what are your guys' thoughts in general about Mr. Elon Musk, to kind of gauge the audience that we have here?
He's a very financial African American.
Some would say the most financially successful African American, the true American dream, you might say.
Well, he definitely is African American, right? 100%. I mean, not just literally because he came from South Africa, but also socially, let's say, right? He has how many baby mamas?
I didn't know where you were going with that.
Right?
Got like 15 kids with 7 different women.
Yeah.
Yep.
You're right. Not helping the stereotype, Mr. Musk. Unbelievable. I think Musk is a bit of a goober. Obviously, he's hyper intelligent, massively successful, but he always does like little things just to show that he's like a little off in some ways. Like, did you guys see him the other day at the dinner or whatever? And he's just like playing with silverware in his hand like an autistic child in the corner. That was quite funny. And he has other goofs, like saying that he's like one of the best gamers in the world, but he obviously like is just paying somebody else. He's paying somebody to like boost his account. It's like, that's fine. You can just say that like you don't have time to be the best gamer in the world. You know, it's like you're paying somebody else to work on your account.
Most people aren't the best in the world. Shocker.
Yeah. It's just silly things like that he always does. So I do love the counterpoints that people always say that he's not intelligent, which if you can how he isn't intelligent, like, I mean, I don't know. You can say that he got lucky, I guess, but that's a lot of luck repeatedly.
Yeah, no, he's extremely intelligent. Like when you hear him talk about, if you ever watch any of the stuff that he does, the SpaceX seminars or things like that, one time there was a particular instance here on, I believe it was YouTube. I'd have to go back and look through and see exactly who it was. I believe it was the guy who runs the Veritasium channel, mentioned something to Elon during an interview, and you could see him pause for a moment. His brain stops, his gears start working, and he goes, you know what? That's a good idea. Let me get back to you on that. And then he had the guy out later on and unveiled him. He said, you know what? You had an amazing idea. It's like he is smart, but he also knows how to implement good ideas, right? Not all the ideas are his. Most of them aren't. He just has the right people in the right places. And I think that's his strong suit.
Now, I love the vandalism, the leftist vandalism. It's usually the most boring thing ever. Usually they're burning down their own homes and then painting racial slurs on their own stuff, or they're doing like backward swastikas or other things. But the resist meme, it's played out. It's boring.
Very.
Got to get more exciting, which is what our gentleman did today with 8 Molotov cocktails and throwing and shooting the place up as well.
Yeah, allegedly.
So this is actually. Do we have the video of that specifically in here somewhere? Yeah, but you can kind of see the aftermath of it all. Now, I want to see more burn. Oh my gosh! Sorry for the jump scare there, gentlemen.
My eyes.
I'm gonna go grab another drink. I'm gonna go take another drink.
Right. Sorry for that. I'll get that off the stream. That's a little rough.
Maybe I should get some bleach for both my mouth and my eyes.
Yeah, flab of the gut, job of the hut. Boba. Yeah. Sorry about that. But perhaps something even worse. The Musk, hatred for Tesla and anything that he does has reached pretty comical levels. Like this is just gross. So I do need to apologize ahead of time for showing you guys this, but there you go. You guys get it. The gentleman, saw a Tesla Cybertruck, which, listen, I think Tesla Cybertrucks are ugly. I think
Agreed.
they're ugly cars.
Ugly trucks. Hate
Like,
'em.
there's a few of them floating around Sioux Falls. They're just kind of ugly. I would never buy one. Even though compared to other trucks, they're not. Truck prices are insane. So by comparison, the Cybertruck actually isn't that expensive. They start at like 60 to 80K. But yeah, no, he just reaches into his XXL pants and starts wiping some whatever he has laying around in there on the Tesla Cybertruck to show Mr. Musk.
That's called IRL shit posting, I believe.
Yeah,
that is the technical term. Darth Dildo, you're gonna get banned if you keep saying that I own a Kia Soul. Like, you're gone. You're gone. We don't tolerate that. Unbelievable.
I have been enjoying those Instagram posts.
Yeah.
I definitely don't have a Kia Soul.
Yeah, you better not. Richard's about. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Anyways, moving on with today's stream. It seems to be a theme that these people like throwing excrement at Teslas. Which again, the people that own these cars, it flipped, right? Because originally they were like the super green dudes back like, a decade and a half ago or whatnot. And they were like, I'm doing a Tesla as a virtue signal. I bought this car because I want to be green, right? And now it's like, damn you, you symbol of the Nazi right. I'm going to throw poop on your car.
Like the Tesla of the 2010s is like the Prius of the 2000s, essentially, for these people.
Yep. That's a good description.
Guy's just throwing his dog's crap on the Tesla as he walks by. I don't know. These guys are strange. But let's see. So we're going to focus in on the Salem, Oregon Tesla car bombing and Mr. Adam Lansky. And so let's see here. Do we have pictures of this? Should we go through this first, or should we? Well, I guess so. This is the one specifically that we're talking about. So as you can see, this gentleman has a full cart worth of stuff. We came prepared, just dragging it around, and I probably fits in really well with the local homeless population, just dragging a cart around. And of course, in this case, instead of being filled with drugs, it's probably still filled with drugs, but also Molotov cocktails and his rifle, which we can talk about a little bit later. So let's go ahead and start out with this. So information related, and this was all prepared for by Bucky. Bucky went through all of this and compiled everything. So all of the good and bad gets blamed on him.
Right.
So, sorry, go ahead.
It's just basically a general gist of information. However, a great place to get started would be if you look into the ATF criminal affidavit by Agent Miller, which brings like a good... Right, it should be on Document Cloud. No, on Document Cloud. In the very bottom of the notes here.
Okay, let me pull that up. Scroll all the way to the bottom.
Oh no, we're spoiling the show. Oh no.
That's fine. Don't worry about it. Oh dear.
We're just gonna skip to the end.
So probably it would be on the upper part of the notes if I
thought I grabbed it, but I must have gotten the wrong one. Is it this
there?
One?
It yes, that one.
I don't know why that one didn't pull up for me. So okay, we're there. Adam Lansky.
Right, and it would just give a initial gist of there are two separate crimes that allegedly have happened over at the Tesla dealership by Adam Lansky, and I think it's like one of the better uses of taxpayer money, specifically used by the ATF to actually compile decent evidence and a case together. Rather than just going through someone's door and shooting them.
This is slightly preferable. So, target offense, I believe that there's probable cause indicting Adam Matthew Lansky committing the following offense, which is not register him in the national. So they're saying the same thing, which is makes it unlawful for any person to possess a firearm which does not register him in the National Firearms Registration and Transferred Record. Probable cause. Where's the actual?
So on January 20th is the first ever instance in which this allegedly have happened.
So at 3:40 4 a.m., Salem Police Department officers responded to a report of an individual that was throwing Molotov cocktails at Tesla vehicles and dealership facilities located at 2755 Mission Street, Salem, Oregon, 97301. Salem officers arrived to see a fire on the sidewalk in front of the facility building and another fire at the rear of a Tesla vehicle parked in front of the building, which caught the vehicle on fire. Eyewitnesses was charging his vehicle at a charging station located on the south side of the Tesla Center when he saw the subject walking to the Tesla Center, traveling east on blah, blah, blah. All right, so with the collapsible wagon, the subject walked between the building and vehicles parked in front of it, then pulled out a bag and started lighting an object on fire. The subject threw the object at a red Tesla SUV parked in front of the building, which started to catch fire, threw an object through the showroom window. So he's just hitting everything here. So then at this point, the eyewitness is like, I am going to get out of here. And then the subject exits on the west side of the Tesla Center. White male adult, correct, 6 feet tall with a medium build, wearing black with a green or gray outer layer. That's actually a pretty accurate description of the person we're going to get into in a minute. And then that's the first incident. Do we have the second one as well?
It should be further down along the document, but there's some pretty good imagery on what is going unfolding. And
yeah, now this is
over there.
Yeah, this is one of the interesting ones because here we can see what appears to be. Oh shoot! Of course, you're not going to let me just zoom in on it. But here you can see. Can I
try Control plus that combination if you're using a Windows computer?
No, I did try that. Yeah, it did just with the formatting. Either way, you can see that he's appearing to hold some sort of suppressed rifle. And now you believe this is the Strybog, right?
Yeah. So I got the caption at the above text says below screenshot highlights the suspect carrying an AR-15 style rifle with a suppressor, which would then be the information reported by media like CNN about identifying this as an AR-15.
Right. It's pretty blurry, but you can see the shape of a suppressor, a stock, and it's a rifle, basically. But I mean, I couldn't tell you exactly what it was from just this specific image. But fortunately, the subject posted a lot of this stuff online. All right, so of the security footage showed the subject running west across the parking lot in front of Jackson's at approximately 3:50 a.m., wearing the dark-colored face covering, blue beanie, backpack carrying a green-gray covering. This is the subject running across the parking lot.
And more images, and further down it should also describe the so that's the aftermath of what's going on. And
right,
I don't know about the formatting of the document, or I forgot the exact details, but there was additional information about the second incident, which happened in February, I believe.
Right, yeah, 1 month later, February 19th. Is that also in this?
Here it is. Scroll up 2 pages, and it describes the events happening on.
Oh, okay, yeah. So on February 19, 2025, the same Tesla Center was attacked again, this time with a firearm. Multiple rounds were fired into the Tesla Center, causing damage. SPD responded to the same area regarding a report of gunshots into the structure. At the scene, officers observed projectiles believed to be spent bullets, bullet fragments, and several projectile impacts. The projectiles had entered the interior floor space of the structure and made impact in an area that would be populated with customers and employees during business hours. A vehicle parked indoors was also struck. Based on surveillance video review, it is believed that the shooting took place at approximately 3:53 a.m. So this dude just returns like literally a month later to this specific same Tesla dealership in his AO and takes pot shots at the inside. Now, it is closed at the time, right? That's important to note, but it's just straight up psycho weirdo behavior.
Yeah, so around 4 a.m.
Yeah. Of course it's closed. There's nobody there, but you're still, shooting off rounds in a public place. Right. And so then a Volkswagen Jetta license plate, that's his license plate. And then that revealed, of course, that the vehicle is registered to Mr. Lansky. Also shows his address there, so don't do anything with that. I know from my training experience that a suppressor can easily be attached to an AR or AK semi-automatic rifle. Based on training experience, investigators believe the projectiles recovered from the scene are likely from a semi-automatic rifle. However, ballistics testing has not confirmed this investigative opinion. So when I look at that, it kind of the rifle that he used in question, the rifle kind of looks like an AK, but it is again very, very blurry and hard to tell exactly what we're looking at. Let's scroll down.
So these are later on. I think it'd be better to like break down into the additional notes that I have prepared, just to scroll down and make it easier to transition to what it is.
Speaking of transition, if this topic somehow gets too spicy for YouTube, I posted the Rumble link. If the stream goes down, we will continue directly over on the Rumble. We're live over there right now, guys. So if for whatever reason YouTube doesn't like the topics that we're about to get into, we will be over there. So.
Okay, so scroll down on the notes. We already covered this. We already covered that.
Well, this one here is the Lansky Firearm Trust. So this gentleman has a NFA trust with a few things registered on it. Number one is a SBR Strybog SP9A3, which I think is the roller delayed version in 9mm. And then he has a couple, two silencers, Nautilus, which I'm not familiar with. And then, of course, the 22 takedown version. Is that just a
TBC? Yeah, TBC makes a 22 caliber suppressor. The manufacturer of the Nautilus is CG6. I'm not much of a suppressor guy, but that's what's indicated on the trust.
Right. Now, this is the car in question, the 2000 Volkswagen Jetta, which only has 150,000 miles. That's actually not bad.
Man, for people freaking out over Tesla, ever look into the past of Volkswagen?
Well, dude, that was another funny thing that people were really into, where it was like, I drive a Volkswagen because I can't support, Elon Musk or like BMW or any of the or Porsche or something like that. I'm buying these EVs, not yours. And it's like, I don't know about that one. Or it was
they
also
have a little more of a
NASA.
direct tie.
Yeah, well, it's also the NASA versus SpaceX. Is like the reason I support NASA versus SpaceX is because I don't work for people.
They don't hire Nazis.
And it's
but Musk is a Nazi, right?
Musk is a Nazi, but they were like actual Nazis. You know,
Logan
brought over.
Logan worked for NASA. He's even got a sticker.
You worked for NASA. That's cool.
He got a sticker over there.
Were you a crash test dummy? Let's see.
Right, so before we segue into this sort of thing, let's go back into the affidavit by Mr. Miller over here.
The
ATF agent.
All right, let me pull that up for a second. Because I definitely should have opened that in a different link rather than taking it out of the same page. And it is there. It is. Okay, perfect. Share this down. All right, and where do you want to go here?
So like the images like just above the NFA trust table and right where there are Molotovs. Yeah, over here.
Oh, these guys, yeah.
Yeah, so these are unfinished. So these are Molotovs that were recovered from the crime scene, and when doing analysis of the fingerprints of that, they match the fingerprints that were used to register for the NFA items.
Ah, so they were able to tie them directly together. That's interesting. Hey, well, that's there was that one video that was posted in the Discord today about like not signing up for a like a suppressor or anything like that, because then they have your fingerprints, which obviously ties him back directly to the actual Molotov cocktails, right?
But it's even worse. What's even worse, registering a car.
Well, yeah, very cool.
So,
all right. Now, do we want to get into Mr. Adam Lansky?
Sure. Let's. I think if you have so one thing I did notice about this sort of analysis is that while in the affidavit by the ATF agent, as well as identification of individuals by the Attorney General, Andy No, who is a very famous reporter who would document activities related to Antifa, especially in the Pacific Northwest area, especially over in Oregon, in his own X thread, as well as the post-millennial post by him, would tie Lansky to another alias. And I think this is very juicy to get into. Viewer discretion advised.
Yeah, very much so, because here, let me pull this. Richard selecting the wrong one. This is Mr. Adam Lansky. Yeah. So, breaking: a Portland far left extremist has been arrested. Now, very important to note, this is not Hop in Drag. Not
wait,
the same person.
Wait, Hops and Drag?
Wait, Hops and Drag? What?
I thought you just were everything normally day to day. even in his videos.
It's just the average lesbian fashion statement.
Mhm.
Breaking a Portland far-left extremist has been arrested over the firebombing and shooting attacks on Tesla in Salem, Oregon. Adam Matthew Lansky, born November 1983, has been federally charged by the DOJ with illegally possessing an unregistered destructive device. That's an interesting term for a Molotov cocktail. He's accused of being part of the January 20th firebombing attack on the Tesla store and then the February 19th shooting there. Lansky allegedly pointed a semi-automatic rifle at a witness during the first incident, and I think that was the gentleman charging his Tesla while Mr. Adam was doing his thing. Lansky is an audio engineer at the far-left First Congressional United Church of Christ in Portland. Protestants catching a big L in Portland. Ouch.
And
Mainline, although I do like to say the very next statement, mainline Christians denounce the church as heretical. Yeah, you don't say. Don't say. Tesla stores. Sorry, go ahead.
What's that down there in the bottom left corner?
Oh, we'll look at it in just a second. Don't you worry. Good. So I actually kind of want to look up this church now.
Yeah, I haven't dug into the church, but let's go take a little sidetrack and take a look into this.
That's a nice building. Damn, that's too bad.
Beautiful glass, great interior.
Well, you always know that the fifth word in their statement is diverse. You know you're going to a good church. First Congressional has been a diverse, progressive voice in Portland since 1851. You are welcome just as you are. I really doubt in 1851 any of the congregation would appreciate what the church has become now.
I was going to say this church was probably involved with some of the witch trials in the 1850s.
Well,
were they part of the witches, or were they denouncing the witches?
Right. Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's a beautiful building. It's kind of sad to see, honestly. Is that like a gay tapestry in the background?
I don't know if it's like the Christian rainbow flag or if it's the gay rainbow flag. I don't know what the difference is between the two, to be honest. Oh, yeah, there we go. There we go.
Ooh, oh no, you can't have a picture of trans children, a sign supporting trans children, and be a Christian. Like, that's not a thing. That's heretical.
No, the only true word is that of great Chairman Mao Zedong.
Yeah, they're communists. They have the purple salute.
I have the sticker there.
Oh my gosh. you got it?
Yeah, point it up there.
Well, here, yeah, sorry. Got to make him big. There you go.
Talking about me.
There you go.
There it goes.
Oh, be careful where you place that arm.
Oh no!
Christians.
I am in North Idaho, so
Christian nationalism.
So
yeah, they're communists.
So is this where they believe like the people who hold the like the Lutheran flag as like a arch rival or something?
Let's see, signers. Who are you? Let me see. Where are you? Contact.
FAQ. Maybe FAQ might be useful.
Yeah.
Give me some names.
No.
Christian nationalism.
Here we go. Let's see. Claire Barnes, Simone Campbell. Well, I share the last name, but there is no relation to there.
Oh, thank God.
Right, so Shane Campbell, the daughter, or no, I'm sorry, son of what was the? Was
about to say, director? We have another one?
Well, probably more than one. Yes.
Well, it is very diverse.
Yeah.
Women resist
Simone
Trump.
Campbell.
Something in the background.
Now, if only we had a local who lived in Oregon that can actually comment on this and give us context.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Well, I think he's in jail right now. All right. Well, that's enough of that. That's just sad. I feel bad for that. All right. So back to here again. So Tesla stores have become targets of political violence as leftists are encouraging death threats and violence against Elon Musk and President Trump. Blah blah blah. But yeah, specifically they're taking out on just regular Tesla owners. So you see, like some guys are putting on like, what was the thing? Like I liked Tesla before he went crazy or something like that, right? On their bumper stickers or something. Sorry for the jump scare. So yeah. And this is Mr. Adam Lansky, and this is a screenshot from his LinkedIn, I believe.
Yeah, LinkedIn.
Yeah, he, him, more like were, Conservatory of Recording Arts and Sciences, Portland, Oregon. Contact info. And this is a picture of him with Mr. Bill Clinton, which is just funny, right? The associations are just always a little bit.
I love how the man in the back is like he's partially blurred and the woman in front is like mosaic.
Totally blurred. Yeah. Well, I think that guy in the back security versus that's who knows who that is. Something. Yeah. Yeah. Because those guys are still walking around. Now, if we go any further down, there are crazy little jump scares that you guys probably don't want to see, so I'm not going to go any further than that, but this is the face of a well-adjusted member of society, Mr.
Average P9, average PS90 owner.
Yeah. average blue tiger enjoyer. Yeah.
Is that hockey tape around the barrel? I seen that.
It's like an impromptu. It's like an impromptu.
Look at it.
Looks like a improvised bayonet mount for the long 16-inch barrel of the PS90.
Well, does anyone know what that optic combo is on top? Is that like a light laser combo for the top?
I think in the documents, the dot was listed in the documents, was it not?
Well, it looks like a crimson trace. So
because it is documented to be placed on the both on Reddit as well as my further analysis. But as far as for this particular firearm, the PS90, I don't know if that's like the previous host firearm and then the other accessories are shifted over, or if this is like separate accessories altogether.
Right. Well, we know that one wasn't the one that he used here. That would be very, very obvious.
But the accessories may have been borrowed.
Right.
Right.
Oh wow, that's bad.
It doesn't. It's just jump scare after jump scare, guys. I'm very sorry. And this is a lot of the stuff that we've already looked at. That's gosh dang it. Scroll too far again. Apologies. Where is the walk in the park one? That's the one that we should probably talk about next. Is that in yours? In your
it is, but I think right now if you just focus on like the nose X thread for now, just to give like a context of the social the alias connection over here.
Sure.
That's a great stepping stone.
Let's go. Let's bring this back to here. All right.
And there'd be a more posts on this thread or tweets or however they call it. So,
well, so it's the alias of Allison Tesla, right? That's the one that she does, and she makes pornographic content under that name. And then can we show more? Yeah. So sound engineer there. So that's the thing is it's Adam Lansky alias Allison Tesla, right? That's the connection that you want to go into.
Yeah. And I don't know if Tesla was established before or after, or if this person really liked Teslas before. I don't know, but it's kind of weird to just have your name be, you make your own name to be Tesla.
Well, I imagine that he's probably hated Tesla for a little while, and I don't know when all this stuff started, because when was this picture taken? Does anyone know when this picture was? Because obviously this is more what Adam Lansky actually looks like.
I don't know, right? But as far as for various social media posts on looking at the X profile, it looks like it came around 2022, 2023-ish.
Okay. So, yeah. Well, I'm not clicking any links to their material, so that's something I'm not brave enough to go down.
That would get us taken off of YouTube right away.
Yeah, it's instantaneous. All right, where did we have that?
But God forbid I touch that.
Let me see here. So we already kind of looked up this stuff here.
Right,
so that's Adam Lansky, PM, and then the Twitter. This is his X profile, which is, "Hi, I'm Allison, product developer and tester and model for lollywall.com." Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but lolly is a reference to.
No, trust me, bro. She's just a 500-year-old vampire.
Right. It's people that look like children, but aren't. For artistic purposes. So that is the website in which this thing was posting. LGBTQIA plus, women's rights, trans rights, human rights. At the bottom
I might regret this, but John, can you make the screen bigger?
Nope, can't do it.
You trying to find them?
Wait, like the PDF viewer, you can't zoom that. Is in on that, so.
I mean, does that help you out, Richard?
Yes.
Does that make it better?
I'm going to regret it later, but yes, thank you.
Now, what is this picture here that you put in here?
That's a Reddit. That's Reddit profile. That's
Oh,
like
this is the Reddit profile. Okay. Of the actual person.
So without a Reddit account, I think like NSFW filter is enabled by default, so you can look through the Reddit profile.
Yeah, I can pull that up in just a second. It has most of the stuff that you have in here, but professional audio engineer, filmmaker, concert live stream consultant, and firearms instructor. There's we can go into this a little later, but there's a now deleted website. What was it called? Firearm Discipline?
Fire Discipline, but if you scroll down slightly on this image, the NSFW links to a Pornhub profile. And the name of the profile is Allison Tesla.
On Pornhub?
Yes.
Okay.
So if you were to hover over it, not click, would just bring in the UI bubble for the web browser, showing a Pornhub link.
Right.
And let's go into the Reddit profile since we have all these firearms. So
that's what we're going to be going over next, but we can just pull this up. So this is u/beast mode LLC. This is the actual person's Reddit account, and this is just their post. So this is at that church. And you can see the trans flag, the gay flag with the beautiful organ work in the background. Again, the building is gorgeous. It's just sad that it's
like the interior architecture, I think, is quite beautiful. But
yeah, and then this
equipment, a CZ P10 P07. What do you think that is?
Looks like 1911.
The one on the left is, I think that one there's going to be in other pictures. The one on the left is going to be in other pictures, and then that's definitely a CZ. I don't know. I'm not a CZ guy. Sorry, but I mean, hey, CZ supports trans rights, so there we go.
hey, at least it's not Glock. Look what the Austrians have made.
No, yeah. Well, no, they hate Glock. They hate that guy. So yeah, this is the SIG TAC Ops Sigger as well. Unbelievable. Finally got a light bearing holster for the SIG TAC Ops carry 1911 in 45 ACP. Yeah, I think that's the same gun. So that's in 45 ACP.
So I say that's suboptimal because if you want to do it the right way, you got to have an appendix carry P320.
Well,
that would be cheaper than the surgery.
Yeah, exactly. Well, for the low price of a federal HST round for like 60 cents. So
what's funny is the shoes at the bottom, they almost look like clown shoes, which is
they're size 12 Chuck Taylors probably.
Us 1911 enthusiasts do not claim him.
Significantly above the bell curve of women's footwear size.
Dude, it's the smile where it like stretches all the way to the ears like the Joker. It's just
is that that's Germa. That's Germa.
Right. That actually does look like
pull Germa's smiling image side by side.
Oh gosh.
This is making me want to get a 20 gauge Remington Model 11.
Yeah. Has anybody done the taste test on a Glock 17 yet?
I'm thinking about
confirm nor deny. Lip zone.
If you look up Germa smiling image, you just
or it's like Germa sus or
yeah. You just get that is what it looks like. That is what that's scary. It's the same picture. Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Is this okay? That's been removed by the moderators of Gun Arm Memes, so I'm not going to click on that link. You have an image of the Holy Mother Mary with a stry bag on top. Now this is the SBR. This is on his truss. This is the SP9A3 with the telescoping stock and one of his suppressors on it. Probably obviously not the 22 one. So I imagine that's his.
And I think if you scroll up, if you just want the bulk of the type, like very smaller thumbnails, so there's a less risk of something sus showing up. You can like look down at the titles of it in a very small thumbnail and just look down at the bulk of the content that this individual.
Oh yeah,
is posting.
We scrolled through this a little bit earlier. There's not much other than the person. So here you can see it without a suppressor on it, and it just looks like a Strybog little workshop here. Yeah, and he does have oh my gosh.
Yeah, a rabbit and apparently a rat, and I feel bad for the animals and also a kid.
This is the bad one. This is the bad one. So my 6-year-old beasted it at the range last week. I'm surprising him with a bipod. Then this is the
poor kid.
Little bolt action 22. Well, it gets even worse. So this is the OP. His mom and dad are divorced, and she tries to manipulate him to dislike the sport, so it's especially difficult. Earlier at the grocery store, he wanted to buy a LaCroix so he could shoot them. Then later this evening said he doesn't want to be a marksman because his mom doesn't like it. She is unnecessarily complicated, but he's only 6, so there's plenty of time. Well, unfortunately, hopefully you'll have plenty of time in. Well, actually, I don't know Oregon's laws. I don't know if you'll go to a male prison or a female prison.
But if it's under a federal indictment,
yeah, you're right. Yeah. So have fun for the next amount of years. But I mean, honestly, it's kind of a win for the kid.
Yeah, like a win for the kid, but the kid, like in his whole life, I think is in a very difficult spot. So it's going to be a rough road ahead 100%. For him.
Yeah, but that is the gist of it. So got a little bunny and got a little kid. Very sad. Very sad.
Now, if you go back into the notes, there'd be like me pulling excerpts of the Firearms in particular too. So,
this is the TAC ops again.
Yeah, SIG tap ops.
Did I miss anything? Oh, no, I didn't. Okay. Sorry, everything's so big because Richard wanted to see it in better detail for some reason.
Well, the firearms, I was hoping that we would be getting to that stuff, not the
not more pictures of the training.
Not the person. You know what else it kind of reminds me of? I don't know if you guys have ever seen like pictures of the Attack on Titan things where they just kind of have like a dead eye smile, and that's like the only thing that they have. That's like their only facial feature.
Oh,
I just saw Garantham's super chat on there. I'm not reading that.
Right, but now I'm wondering about the rabbit.
Don't ask.
The rat.
Yeah.
Oh.
Finally got my EDC kit together. Yeah, and this is the talking about a son. It's very sad. The Metaverse Vaporwave PS90 by Beast Mode LLC. Parentheses, deal with it.
Ooh.
Yeah. I mean, I aesthetically, like as a meme gun, I don't even really dislike it. It's obviously a little cringy, but
I mean, like what's one thing that's really impressive? I don't think it's on there, but the HB Industries QD adapter for the P90 stock. On a little side tangent. Oh, like HB Industries makes an aluminum adapter for QD swivels for the rear and front. And before that existed, people had this very wonky nylon web for like a 1-point thing that was pretty terrible.
Right. All right. Here we have the Strybog again. This is somebody else shooting it, if I remember correctly.
No, that is him.
That is Adam?
Because keep in mind look at the Alice LBE on him.
Okay. And this is
that will come up later. So
okay. So Andy No posts an article on Lansky behind the booth at a Salem Pride in the Park event at September 21st, 2024. So about 6 months ago now. Laura Tesler. So this is the place here at the Salem Pride in the Park in Salem, Oregon. Now, the sign behind, I believe, is Queer Firearms Training. And then behind this person, which is wearing the LBE again, as you pointed out, right? That's the same Alice gear right there. The website behind, which is now a dead website, is firediscipline.com, which is allegedly a training website that this person ran.
Yes. And so to get to that, if to like zoom in, it would be very difficult unless you pull up the original newspaper article. But also a good thing to do is like post is once you look at that, also look at the event website.
Right. No, we have that. The event website is very disturbing. So this is Salem Pride in the Park 24. The degeneracy on display is quite something else. And I think if you scroll all the way down, we have a site map which shows for vendors for Area 3, Cryptic and Occult, Fire Discipline, also the HIV Alliance, Pig Load Palm Machine, whatever that is. Yeah.
I don't think I want to know.
Yeah, nope. Don't care. But yeah,
HIV
this is
Alliance.
eh.
Capital Subaru. Capital Subaru. There we go.
Oh, is it there really?
Yeah. Capital Subaru.
The Cosmic Waffle Crafts, Democratic Party of Oregon, Stonewall LGBTQ plus caucus. That's amazing.
Do they make the blue waffle crafts?
Oh.
I'm sorry.
The Virgil T. Golden Funeral Service. I mean, business is booming in the trans community for that.
Oh,
yeah. So you can see Capital Subaru is one of the title sponsors. All the storage places. You can see all the other businesses that are listed on here. But there were some way worse pictures on here.
I believe that would be more in the Salem.
That's in the actual article. Yeah. So these are some photos of the event, and sorry for the jump scares. And this is the sad one though, because it's always about the kids. And just disgusting satanic individuals and little kiddos. Yay.
Lord have mercy.
You say androgyny through obesity.
Bob Monroe's the treasure, that goblin looking man. Yeah.
So
there's a little Bucky. That was Bucky 20 years ago.
The poor fate.
20 years ago last year.
The poor fate of all Filipinos. Oh.
And we're back to Mr. Allison at the Salem Pride Park with yeah. So now, they were doing some giveaways here. Is this for the
yeah? So if you can, in the web browser, right click on the image and then click on Open New Image in New Tab. That has the full BISC resolution image of this. And if you're able to zoom in,
yeah, we're cooking.
Not on someone's ear. That isn't. So
that's not useful.
So
you notice how none of these people look anywhere near normal.
Yeah, normal. Yeah. It's almost like there's something wrong. There's something
you
wrong.
gotta wear pride for your party, pride for your loyalty.
That's right.
Do you even have the canteen on?
So what is this? We have safety locks.
I don't have that one.
We have safety locks on the bottom. We have a purse. We have a light of some sort. I think that says Streamlight.
Streamlight.
And then we have
something.
Walker headphones, and then safety glasses. So that is the pistol accessory pack.
Now, if you go to the left side of the image on the table, so there'll be rifle accessories raffle, which is not able to be made out, but if you look to the left, there is some possible social media links. I tried digging into with a QR reader, but unsuccessful.
Right. Yeah, no, that's not quite. I mean, you might be able to try and AI upscale the image and see if you can get something out of it.
Rock wasn't able to help me with that.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, $200 is probably about the same. It's probably a safety lock. It's probably a case. It's maybe a light, and then headphones. It's basically the same thing, but for rifles.
Now, if we zoom out slightly and go into the our subject and the banner right behind. So, queer firearms discipline. www.
Are those cat ears?
Yes, it is.
Of course, there's cat ears on top. Doesn't this scream firearm discipline to you? Good sir.
And how many people who are into guns have an Instagram account? Let's find out.
Oh, sorry. This is the X account. I'm not clicking on that. Nope.
Nope.
And we're out of there. So this is the Instagram account, which is obviously you can see the same holster that was also posted on the Reddit, right? So that kind of connects the two accounts together. A link to a dead website. Oh, that's not sharing, but it's a dead website. I think we have the internet. Well, I'd have to do that myself. I'll have to pull that up, see if I can find
the links in the bottom of the document, the Wayback Machine.
No, I know that, but when I click on those links, they don't work for me.
Okay, I did include screen caps of the websites.
Okay, I can pull those up then. But here, so you can kind of see all the same images kind of overlapped. The one thing that I actually wanted to see out of curiosity is some of the actual shooting footage and training content, because that would be
how bad it is.
Well, it would be interesting to see what's going on in there, right? Is there actually any proficiency there, or is it all just
No,
like?
I hope not.
As far as I'm aware, I haven't.
It is.
Holy shit! The subject matter expert on gay stuff.
A wild
hello.
vintage warfare has.
Oh, it
that's
is me.
weird.
Thank you for bringing me on. I
Of
love
course.
this. Can I actually read the chat in this gay app?
Yeah, you can.
You might be able to.
Yard fucking
Yeah.
charges me 3 times in the same month for no reason. I'm gonna have to,
Oh,
I'm gonna have to
StreamYards?
smack up an Indian, huh?
StreamYards?
Yeah, StreamYards charged me $34 3 times in the same month, and I'm like, oh, some
Hey.
call center guy's got to go.
That's better than what
He's
happened
about
to
to
me.
get it.
He's got to
On
get
Sunday,
it.
On Sunday, I went to Pep Boys and paid for a set of tires, and they charged me 3 times. So now I'm $2,000
Oh,
in the
bro.
hole.
That's a little rough.
Oh, I'm sorry, you
Yeah.
can't afford roughly $100. Are you destitute? That's what people are going to say right now. Hold on.
Yeah, you're poor.
Hold on. Are you poor?
Are you a poor?
You can't afford to be overcharged.
You can't afford $2,000. You're literally a poor. You don't deserve to live here, sir.
Look, man, I don't get that SDI slop money, baby.
Oh, come on.
No,
You're not
are you
taking
kidding?
their money. What are you doing?
No,
man?
I should though. I should, but they. So I'm hoping that I should start using the Tactical Ballistics actual channel just to get sponsored by SDI and take their money.
That would be funny if you.
I
actually got
tell
sponsored
myself
on
it all
that
the
channel.
time, but I don't, dude. It's so much fun. Like to make slop content. I was actually kind of surprised how much effort goes into it. I'm like, fuck, dude, this is exhausting.
Now, if you want to
Guys, make this garbage.
now, if you want to find great OEM suppliers, you can talk to yours truly.
Yeah.
from a Guangzhou factory number 57, you can get yourself your own Olight.
Damn, the first comment I get on here addressing me is, "Are you down with the bus here? You an anti-Semite?" Damn. Here we are.
We're anti-Semite.
Yeah, you got to be.
Have you been
inclusive.
following up with this at all, Vintage?
With what?
With the stream that we've been going through so far? Are you caught up on the lore?
I've been making dinner and
Okay. Well,
talking about
let's
pasties.
let's
No,
do this
just get yourself one of these, and then you don't have to worry about even pooping in the middle of the stream.
Oh, that's cool.
There you go.
I have a woman
All right.
bladder though, so I don't know how
All right,
real that's going to be.
Let's do a quick recap for
I'm
Vintage
going to
and the rest
recap
of
for
chat.
Austin in under 60 seconds. All right. Crazy individual here firebombs and shoots up a Tesla dealership on 2 separate occasions. Has a couple silencers and a SBR Strybog.
The
drives
Lord's
Jetta.
most straight Strybog user.
Yeah. This person is Adam Lansky. You can see him pictured with Mr. Bill Clinton.
He's going to be in thumb. I'm soy jacking him after this. If
Oh no!
Yeah.
Look at the thumbnail.
It gets worse. So Adam Lansky is also Allison Tesla, and that is his porn handle and something else. So on his Reddit, yeah, he has a link to his Pornhub account, and this is the person that we're dealing with here, Mr. Adam Lansky.
Nice, sane
some
individual.
Guns. We did show.
Where's the SKS? They always have an SKS.
I would not be surprised
just-
he has one somewhere.
No, just CZs and Strybogs. So
Yeah.
And a SIG.
And a 1911.
And an
Put 'em
arms
on.
core,
Pains
and an
me
arms
to
core
hear that.
rifle.
and a gerbil.
Dude, dude,
Stop.
trans people either have the fucking best taste in guns or like the most slop tier, and there is no in between.
Yeah.
From what I've gathered.
Unfortunately, this individual
Ooh.
has a bunny and a child.
And a rat.
They have a
Divorced,
child.
of course. Yes, they have a
Yep,
child.
6-year-old child. Was married
now,
at one point. Now divorced.
He works at an audio engineer, and does all the other side stuff at his local church, which is unfortunately this gorgeous building, absolutely beautiful place, but it is like just straight up a
What does it look? It looks like a
heretical church.
cathedral down there.
It
What
is.
the fuck?
It's big. I'm trying to see the tab. Did I close out the tab?
Yeah, because
on
the original
actual
building
church?
has been around since the 1870s.
Yeah, no, it's a
Oh.
beautiful
Yeah, it's
place.
gorgeous.
Oh yeah,
building.
yeah. So the church was founded in like the 1860s, and the
1851.
fifth word in their statement is diversity. in their homepage statement is diversity. So there you have the trans flag in the background, you have the gay flag in the background. It is just
Fuck, I just saw the
infested
cross
with
on
heretics.
in the rain. Oh no.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the whole church is.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Is the head pastor a woman by chance?
There are women on the
is
board.
a Giger, I think.
Is it really?
I don't know.
The
That's
second
so funny.
in command at the church.
Does it matter, or does
her
it not
son
matter
is
what pronouns
also
they
working
use?
there? And
So
I
this
think
is
they're
this
friends
is
with
why. Do I have a rated set Shadow Red Legends code? Not yet. Don't worry. You'll get one for Conflict of Nations.
Even better.
Oh, yeah, that's nuts. That's why they're women are not allowed to be fucking clergy.
Based.
Yeah,
I'm trying to. I'd show you pictures of the church, but I've lost it now. But this is also this gentleman offered. Where is the actual picture I want to share? Is it on here? No, it's not. Where is it? I lost it again. Okay, so if we go back to this tab here, so this is the queer firearms training at firediscipline.com. And where did I? Okay, so I pulled it up here. This is a capture on November 9th of 2024. So about 4 months ago now, 4.5 months ago. This is the actual website before it was taken down called Fire Discipline, which this gentleman runs. Safety, accuracy, speed, and proficiency. Proficiency is very last, as it is the least important. What do you the programs overview? We offer a variety of programs for every learning type and level. Our classes and one-on-one training are designed to give you the skills and knowledge you need to become more proficient in firearms handling. Take a look below.
That one-on-one training
more.
is not using a gun.
And go look at the screenshot because of the images being dead. So
well, I'll grab that real fast. I do want to go through them.
Okay.
But we can go back to here real fast.
What are your goals? What are your goals? We need to know.
My goal is to not get. Okay, so the pictures are dead, but here let me see.
They're very placeholder ass pictures. So
these are fucking very stock images.
Photo number 4. Yeah. So pistol safety and shooting, advanced pistol lessons. Our handgun classes are custom tailored to each group and individual. We start by discussing your goals and background. From there, we will build from the ground up to develop fundamentals of safety, accuracy, and speed to transform new students into proficient shooters.
Chat GPT ass fucking message.
Yeah, it's miserable. But they actually have the prices on here. That's what I wanted to show off. This is funny.
How much
So
are you charging?
So the pistol and safety ones, $50 per hour, 2-hour minimum. That is very cheap.
I was about to say that is insanely cheap.
That's $100 for a class. That is pretty inexpensive. Now, if you were going to do an 8-hour class, like $400, obviously that's a little more expensive.
For 2 hours, there's people who charge. I mean,
well,
I may or may not have charged $200 to teach frumpy women how to teach shoot a pistol for an hour. But
stealing money from women is base, especially if you can get them to agree with
no,
you.
only if I'm stealing their husband's milsurp collection.
The fine woman. The fine woman.
No, they're like boomers. I'm talking like Karens.
Yeah. Pistol maintenance class. So our pistol maintenance class will help you keep your firearm in top working condition. This class covers everything from necessary tools and basic field stripping down to full disassembly, deep cleaning. Confidence in your equipment starts with proper maintenance. $50 for 1 hour hands-on lesson. Vintage, would you like a hands-on lesson with Mr. Allison?
I mean, honestly, as long as that bitch got a fucking SVT 40, I guess I don't care. I guess my standards are low.
What I want to. I don't know if I have the strength to do it.
What if you have a level 4 mop suit with a like a current issue Avon M50?
Dude, honestly, I don't think you understand how destitute I am when it comes to an SVT 40 in my collection. I'd do a lot for it.
Hey, actually, I do know.
No, I'm unironically though.
Vintage.
I'm surprised
I think
this is not Redditor.com. Wait, what?
I was to say the bail's at like $1 million. So I mean, you're close. You need to come up with that bail bond.
I'll tell you, I'm not going to leak it.
So with that money, I'm going to start 2 Black Lesbians Kissing and Holding Hands LLC, but the real name will be Vintage Imports, and I will bring in all the Ukraine weapons, lend lease shit. Tell me I'm going to do it. I'm telling you, one day.
I support your Black queer businesses.
Thank you.
That's right. They also offer
That's right.
a rifle zeroing session. So they'll zero your rifle. So $40 and 20 rounds is what it costs. So you have to bring your own ammo for it. They'll zero it for you for $40. Listen, if you can't zero your gun, you probably shouldn't be shooting it.
Or for an extra $20 during your pistol lesson.
Or pistol class. Now, what's funny is the 308 is either a 100 or a 300 yard zero. Has anyone ever a 300?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't see a whole lot of zeroing classes at like normie ranges.
Yeah.
That's a little different.
That is different, but why would you even need a class?
Because most retards will buy a optic. You have to remember that most of the population that buys guns buy red dots because, okay, I know these are cool, or an optic for rifle. I know these are good, and they don't know how to zero them. And it can be its own
know
class.
how to use the gun to begin with.
Well, I mean, yes, but okay, exactly. So if they can barely use the gun, try telling these retards how to use. And I say retards; they're ignorant. They don't know how to do it yet. But okay, now tell them how to zero and how far you need to zero out and all that fun stuff, right? So that's
how many of them put the optic on backwards.
Yeah, exactly, dude. You see that at a lot of like random public ranges all the time.
Uncle mine did that on his AR a while back.
And if the mount is horrible,
are you like a PLA uniform? I just realized what you're wearing.
Look at his background. Look at his background.
Yeah,
nothing happened.
Yo, hey, this is my email. I'm gonna send this to the next Chinese optics manufacturer. Beautiful. Screen capped. Hold on. Hey, listen. I need you to stand still. I need you to stand still right there.
Here, put your
this
hand
is
up.
me. Yeah, that's my new email handle. Tiananmen Square copy pasta. Styly Optics. Try me again for email. You're getting that is my fucking background.
Hey, Hollis Josh. Here you go.
Oh yeah, baby. See, Hollison's different.
Shots fired.
I'm just kidding. Nah, I fucking can't.
I like Josh.
But hey, if the optic is crap and cannot hold zero, then you get repeat business. So yeah,
there you go.
That's true.
Just printed money.
Just give it a warranty. Give it a decent enough warranty.
Here's the church vintage.
Yeah, so First Congressional has been a diverse.
I'm surprised there's not a fucking Baphomet statue in the fucking middle.
It might as well be. Progressive voice
pretty
in
much
since 1851. Yeah, as I mentioned earlier, I don't think any of the original creators of this church in the 1800s would be like, yeah, we support you guys. Go on.
No, they would have been fucking smashed by bricks. You ever seen the Salem witch trials where they just piled concrete on people? That's what would have happened. Or the shit where like you're a witch if you don't drown, but most of them drown. But like that would be what's happening to most of that kind of clergy.
If they didn't drown, then they were considered a witch, and they pulled them out and they burned them alive.
Whichever. I'm not a historian. Okay, I'm doing my best.
Oregon is very gay.
Oregon is super gay. Isn't that where Salem is too?
Yeah.
A coincidence? I think not.
I think not.
Maybe they were right to do those witch trials. They were just trying to oust them before. They were trying to kill it in the crib.
Ooh, those poor kids.
Yeah.
It's like a bunch of blue-haired women in the forest. Those were all the witches.
Yes. 100%.
So this is good. Are you ready to roll up your sleeves and learn something new, like how to make a Molotov cocktail? Welcome to Fire Discipline, the perfect introduction to the exciting world of pistol shooting and the building blocks of self-defense or Tesla offense. Our goal is to give students the skills.
What a fucking statement. Yo.
Our goal is to give students the skills, experience, and discipline they need to become responsible and proficient pistol shooters. Our program is flexible, and our teachers, me, put students first. We are LGBTQIA+.
First in the line while they're right behind them.
Yeah. Can I email this person? Darn. Send them an email. Meet my instructor. Okay. So do you have the better pictures on the actual document that you have?
Yes, they are. They're just for those three. For what I was able to retrieve, it's like those three articles, and there's the contact information, and then if you scroll down more, it'd be just a screen cap of the articles. I believe
Target right there.
Well, that's just a stock photo. They didn't actually take any of the photos. Come on.
Yeah.
I guess I don't. Is it possible for you to click on the articles
I
on the
too
website?
like the DeWalt drill Strybog.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. The
let's
dump
see.
truck Strybog.
Maybe.
A lot of that was printed.
Here we go. Let's see. Here we go. Front sight
gosh.
focus versus target focus. What is best for irons?
I prefer to.
posted 28 minutes ago.
Ouch. The short answer is you need both. What are you talking about?
I prefer the shooting technique where I have the front sight be closer to my eye and the rear sight towards the front of me.
Well, 42% of them do. I don't know. Let's see.
Got to test the lip zone.
The lip zone,
And
yes.
and apparently the first
Are
firearm.
you ready to become a switch? Or wait, are you ready to make the switch?
Is that entendre?
Yeah.
The trans dad jokes in this go nuts.
So is this
no
son
nuts.
going to grow up to be Quagmire?
Tell me about your Strybog, please. I want to learn about your Strybog.
But on that article, it's like
Really
the
wanna
first
see
like
it.
the first pistol purchase is a CZ52. I guess the Tokrom was too expensive at the time.
Oh, dude! If I click on this link, is it an affiliate link?
I don't know.
It's not-
No, I think it's just brings to the manufacturer's website.
Okay. It's a small gun. Of course, you spelled it that way. It's featherweight optic with the Adaball CRD are exactly what I wanted when I decided to get into the PCC world. Finally gone to its first match. Can you tell me how you did? What's your practice score number?
Actually, what if we look up on Practice Score and type in like Adam Lansky or Allison Tesla?
I'm going to now do that. Practice score. That actually would be quite funny. All right, let's see. Find shooters. Adam Lansky. Dude, no way! Oh, there is.
Why I'm in the PLA outfit is so I can look at the status
No
reports of the
way,
operatives.
bro!
for
It
the
is here.
party.
It is, dude. We
He's
found
on?
it. That's it.
Holy crap! What?
Yo, and it has the guns
Fire
listed
discipline.
too.
Fire discipline. Yeah.
Oh my gosh!
Dude,
Wait, and
he's
it's affiliate
an
though.
20% off Audible.
He is. He's an Adaball sponsored shooter with Fire Discipline 20. Nice.
Oh my gosh!
All right.
Let's see how he did.
Let's see how you did there, sir.
April 2024.
All right. Can I just see overall? Let's see. Where are you? Adam. Oh, where are you? Adam Fox Lansky.
21 out of how
one.
many? participants?
21. Oh, it's a lot. So 21 out of 95 is not terrible.
But
That's
using was the weapon a PCC?
PCC.
Yes.
And
Okay,
PCC.
then.
What
That'll
class
just
was he
complete
listed
your-
as?
PCC unclassed.
Unclassified.
So in his division, he was still like
How many PCC shooters were there?
Yeah, well, at least 10 because he took 10th twice.
Because of course it's easier, at least for me to
He
use it.
timed out on one, so there was 10. So he was probably
Okay.
5 out of 10, and then you can see he did okay there. So I mean, he can shoot a PCC like okay, right?
Is there
At
any
least.
he shot just a
Well
regular
enough.
handgun?
PCC again out of 5.
Right, so
That's not very
PCC people who exclusively use PCCs are gay.
They're a
we
different-
regularly
That's
make
spirit.
mock them at my local USPSA matches. I
Hmm.
check combined.
What the heck?
Combined. The top
Where do I click
area
on
there.
that?
Combined.
On the right column.
There. A top one. That's a specific stage.
Adam
You want to check the
Lansky
top.
Took
The,
third.
the top link will be overall.
Okay. This one here? Oh, okay, overall. I
Yes.
see. I'd never seen one of these before.
Yeah, the Steel Challenge one is weird.
Third.
Third? That's actually not terrible.
PCC optics. But then again, Steel Challenge PCC is cheating. It's cheating to begin with, but it's more than cheating.
I don't know. I've never shot PCC, so I can't tell you.
It's
Is that all that he shoots, though? PCC?
fine.
Adam Lansky, PCC. Yep. So
Yep.
he shoots PCC second place versus whatever. What is RFO?
Rimfire rifle optics.
So it's a 22 with an optic.
Yeah, it'd be
Isn't
like a
that
1022.
easier? Isn't that easier than a PCC?
Way easier. Again, you're shooting a 22 LR versus a 9mm. Of course, you're gonna
Well,
win.
Well, yeah, because like all the most of the top 8 there are all 22s.
Yep.
Interesting.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
That is wild. What a good idea to make that look. So yeah, that is Adam Lansky's looking a bit different in 2022.
Yeah.
Just a little.
I mean, like
Back
although
then,
if
he
you
might have
look-
been a little more sane, if you want to call it.
What's funny is
let's-
he was placing higher. He was placing higher as a man, and then started to fall behind.
However,
why
if we
he
cross-check that, we look
transitioned.
at if we cross-check it, just look at when the initiation of the first Reddit post and also the first Twitter post, or when that Twitter account's created.
Do I have
You're
to look at
right.
that?
Drop me this link before you.
I'm not
close
showing
out
it
of
on
John.
screen. So okay, so Allison Tesla's first tweet was on March 3rd, 2022, versus the practice score, which again I'm not showing that. on
October,
screen.
so it's October 2022.
Yeah.
So.
Actually around the same time. When was it? March? Yeah, so 3 months, 7 months before. Interesting. So I guess these were all transitionary periods, although the face, that
looks semi-normal.
That looks like a, average pedo.
Mustache is not helping.
No, not in the red glasses. It's Nighthawk Custom, a straight 8 suppressor. What are we talking about? Is that for a SIG? Oh, that is still the SIG TAC ops that we've seen like 4 times.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm check out what the heck is this edible product thing?
Fire discipline. If I just Google fire discipline, what pops up? See. Has a Wikipedia page. No, that's different.
No, we need to consult a fister.
Yeah, Mr. Fister. Which one was that?
Because apparently it's like to call in or direct artillery, which is what they do. That's what a fister does.
This fucking
Mr. Fister.
Oh yeah, you didn't see this one, but this is
Whew.
r// socialist rifle in a picture. Damn.
yeah, no kidding. Yeah, and that's Bones is actually a fister, so that is funny.
That's nuts.
There we go. Yeah, that's Mr. Fister. Just given what you got, I guess. All right.
Well,
Back to the DeWalt cordless hole puncher. What else do we got here? We got that's the Add-a-Ball site on top. So this is what he's doing competitions with. This guy right here. Bungie single point sling, 1913 rail covers, painted yellow, rubber oversleeve, Add-a-Ball CRD, Streamlight TLR9, Streamlight remote, and you actually go into that's the Nautilus 45 suppressor. You actually just throw everything up there on the links as well. So
Such quality, duh.
yep. And then the links at the bottom.
now you think that the Strybog is the gun that he actually used?
That's my hunch. Just because there is no imagery of him holding like an AK or a AR-15 or having that in like the firearms he probably possesses or posts in his Reddit. Obviously, it isn't a P90, but
it's obviously not the P90 because if we go all the way back up to the top, somewhere up here. Oh gosh, dang it!
Now, but the only way to truly confirm is if like they showed pictures of shell casing to be like, oh, that's a 9mm or something.
Because it does kind of look like a telescoping or a really thin stock, so I don't think it's an AR. And it's very blurry though. But I mean, it kind of makes sense if it's the thing that he's always competing with, that he's using and posting all the time.
Or if you're wearing a cloak, even a 10-inch AR-15 is slightly more difficult to conceal, especially with that telescopic buffer tube. Meanwhile, with like a wire stock, like a Mat 49, just slide it in.
Is that like so he's throwing a Molotov in that getup?
Yeah.
No, he has. So he brought
very wise,
and he has.
Holy shit! What a retard!
I think he threw 8 of them total.
Yeah, he threw 8 of
So what
them.
he did is he drove his Volkswagen Jetta to a nearby Harbor Freight, then pulled out of the trunk. Pulled out of the trunk the folding wagon, and then walked over to the Tesla dealership and started like allegedly throwing Molotovs and shooting at it.
Yeah,
Okay,
so
so he
allegedly
drove up to his idea of what the like Nazi car manufacturing place is in a
In a
fucking
Volkswagen.
Volkswagen
Yep. Correct.
type.
Yeah,
These
so-
people are dumb.
So
And,
Oh, the irony.
And what's kind of funny is that the a cop that was just loitering around in the nearby area captured his car and his license plate using his like dash cam.
yeah, so they were able to track it all back directly to him, and because his Strybog was SBR'd, they found fingerprints on the Molotov cocktail bottles that tracked directly back to his NFA trust.
And the ballistics analysis of the projectiles recovered from the vehicles and the area match the NFA paperwork that he has on file.
Also, his fingerprints that were used to file the NFA paperwork are found on Molotov cocktails and their fragments.
Right. Yeah. So it's like it's from the outside looking in. Allegedly, it's very open and shut. And there was at the first one, because remember he did this twice, once on January 20th and then once on February 19th. On the first occasion, the witness that was there was charging his Tesla at a charging station, alleges that the gentleman pointed the rifle at him before he drove away. So, but you can kind of see the aftermath of all this, the damage that he did. And then on the second time also was when he just indiscriminately shot inside of the building at 4:00 in the morning. So just to send a message, I guess, just to cause problems. Because again, there was nobody there, but he just indiscriminately shot the building.
No, there was a security guard over there that noticed, like, he didn't hear gunfire, but noticed that gunfire was happening.
Was he at the Tesla place?
Yeah.
Yes.
There was actually somebody there that could.
Yeah, and at the first incident was someone who was charging his car at 4 a.m. and then like had a weapon be pointed at him and he peeled away.
Right.
It's like some little Asian guy getting ready for his shift at fucking Arby's, just fucking charging his car. Damn.
Yeah. So, sorry about that jump scare.
Oh, that's him.
That's literally him. No, but yeah, they go into.
Yeah, started shooting at me.
Oh,
how did he?
It's funny. They didn't actually. I guess on some of these, they didn't even actually break. The Molotovs bounced off of the cars.
Well, they found 3 recovered at the scene. I can pull up this one right here. They found like 4 of them just chilling there. So
yeah, they bounced off of the cars. Dude didn't have enough upper body strength.
I like his homeless.
Too much.
I like his homeless cash going on.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, and this is the affidavit from the ATF officer. Yeah.
I mean, the ATF is gay, but like,
if they're gonna investigate somebody, they might as well investigate somebody like this. Right?
I like his homeless cart too. Very smart.
Yeah. Well, in Salem, he probably blends in, right? He's just a random dude pulling a cart at 4:00 in the morning. That's not very suspicious.
I just imagine them all being like this. I'm surprised this wasn't more widespread.
Well, there's 3 different incidences now across the country of different people. This was just like the main focus of the stream or whatnot, but this is the 3rd guy who's been charged.
And then I'm not sure.
Are they sending him a C-cot? Or are they going to fucking that gnarly fucking South American prison?
Right.
You're going to Tijuana for 20 years, bud.
And,
You're cooked.
And a vintage. Like, this is just one of the incidents. There were like 2 that are was charges by the USAG. One with a trans individual at South Carolina, and another individual, a man, at Colorado, directly targeting dealerships.
There was one more. There was a 4th one in Austin, Texas. They found,
of course, it's Austin.
They found incendiary devices and supposedly pipe bombs as well.
Damn.
Yeah. That was the other one that I saw, was that they were like trying to blow the place up or something with like actual devices on the inside of the building with people there, which is like
yeah.
Maybe this is a good way to transition off topic. No pun intended. But Bucky, you had a little bit of an altercation with another gentleman in the industry about 2A for all, and maybe why that's not necessarily the greatest idea of all time.
Is that main thing is that I'm certain none of us have anything against the Second Amendment, but if the substance of 2A for all, because if you say at a face value, like any sort of thing, like the Democratic Republic of the Congo, where that is not democratic or for the people or anything like that,
or a republic,
right?
But the substance inside the phrase of what's inside it, a lot of that would be supported by Carl and his associates, which many of them are unhinged and would call literally anyone else like a fascist or a Nazi, in which to disarm and destroy them. And a lot of these people would be a member of or show great support or to promote fundraising for the Socialist Rifle Association, which they retracted, but say essentially the same thing. We don't want to coexist with Nazis, aka anyone who is not us, and we want to disarm and destroy them. And they literally said, "Fuck the 2A. It's liberal bullshit," or something to that.
Well, they cite Karl Marx's supposed take on the 2A before, or not 2A, but his take on gun ownership before they will ever cite the Second Amendment. It's a means to an end, but
right.
Like this has been an argument in the 2A space for quite a long time. I did a video on the Redditor militia, which is like one of those
arm your friends, right?
Yeah, and those people, if they could, they'd line you up against a wall,
right?
No questions asked, you know. And I'm not. It's easy to actually. What you should have done, I think we should do it, is go on r/ fucking socialist rifle or liberal gun owners and just like roast their guns, because that's fucking as fuck. But it's been a topic for a while. A Better Way 2A, by the way, thank you for sponsoring this video today. I love the stickers that you make and all the grifting gear. Do you guys not know who A Better Way 2A is?
No,
it's one of the.
Oh, fuck! Damn!
I know what it is.
Go on.
Yeah.
Go off, King. What?
I wanted to do a sponsored bit in my videos for a while. Like, I just want to thank A Better Way 2A for sponsoring my video saw. Like, do the fucking thing, because they're not. That dude fucking hates me.
But what's kind of funny is that
they
responded to the video like 3 weeks later and just basically ignored any sort of points I have and be like, no, this thing means this thing.
Oh, I love this. Oh, I gotta show this. I gotta pull this up on screen. This is amazing. How do I show this? Stop that. Because this combines my two favorite companies of all time together. All right. So A Better Way 2A.com shows up. And what
hell yeah.
Steel Premium.
Who is running ads on the I'm screenshotting this because this is going up.
Hey, just remember that those were $650.
Yes, they were.
Kidding.
Yeah, like
no, charging that much for that garbage?
I think the cheapest way to acquire one is spend $1,000 and get the GAG rifle. So you get a rifle, and then you can just sell the rifle and the optics separately.
So I did an autistic deep dive on Mr. Ahmad, and he is into some very interesting things. And I am coming up with a new thing on my channel where I don't do ad spots. I do anti-ad spots. Which is
okay.
It's a company hit piece in a video, right? And so it's just, we interrupt this video to bring you an anti-ad spot, and then we just dunk on a company for like 30 seconds to a minute and then move on with the rest of the video.
I like it.
The facts. I thought I was the only one who ever. I've been bitching about that now for a week. I'm like, I was talking about doing anti-fucking gun ads. Or not anti-gun ads, but like anti-sponsor ads. I'm glad somebody else thought about it. Fuck.
Yeah, do you know what surprises me is like the whole political maneuvering by Lead and Steel, where they put if I'm correct me if I'm wrong, but Lead and Steel is like as heavy, if not more, than a stock Aimpoint Pro.
It's 12, 13 ounces. It's like a Sig Romeo 8T.
It's my favorite river barge.
Putting like a heavy big thing and then slapping it on a lightweight competition rifle seems kind of not the theme over here.
Counterintuitive.
I think it's just funny. It looks like a fucking river barge on my rifle. They actually sent me one when they like first came out. I was like, yeah, okay, do it.
My friend who actually was like on the pre-order for one of those, it took him several months for him to get his particular example, and then later he didn't want to deal anything with it, and he lent it out to me and like, hey, it's the first generation one. If I destroy it, I don't get any views or make any good use of the ammunition I do for testing. So, to Maximus, yeah, they are.
Yeah, they are, from my understanding.
Well, no, Carl commented on my video on Lead and Steel. It was like, listen, they sent us 10 and we haven't had a problem. It's like, all right.
Of course.
I've heard
This is very
about that
interesting.
dude going over to like local Arizona ammo manufacturers too that I've had a relationship with, and he like demands sponsorships. That was like a funny little, just so you know, he bought, I'm not going to name the company, but he like went in with that centennial rifle fuck guy. And they're like, hey, you need to sponsor us. That's what I was told. Like demanding it.
All right.
You will sponsor me.
Okay. She sells seashells by the seashore.
There you go. That was pretty good.
Yeah.
Nice.
I've had my own dealings with Russell, and I'll just say he is an asshole.
He told me not to reproduce because I talked shit on who's it, Ryan Macbeth and his boyfriend.
Oh
yeah, he was like, "You don't ever reproduce." I'm like, "Okay, well."
I'm an intelligence analyst. I mean, I was one too, but I don't blurt it out.
You know, if you're a fat alcoholic tow gunner at some point, if that makes you a CNN tier intel analyst, the bar's on the floor. I can't stand that guy.
There has been one piece that Carl did that I really appreciated, and it was when he detailed what happened on Danziger Bridge during the New Orleans hurricanes. Basically, cops were working with ATF, and they were taking guns from people, right? But some of those guns were later used as drop guns to attempt to cover up the murder of 2 unarmed dudes.
Wow.
And it ended up being a big story. They had reporters on the next bridge over who happened to catch it all on tape. And after several years, the officers got off with just a slap on the wrist for covering up a couple murders using stolen guns.
Not
So
surprising.
this is apparently, somebody just sent me this on Instagram. Thank you for that. They just
What
sent
is
me
this?
Adam Lansky's personal channel.
What?
This is This is Adam.
As you can see, has quite the setup going on.
This is Mr. Adam Lansky. Oh yeah, sorry, go back.
Is he doing
petting
live?
the mic?
He's doing live ASMR. He's doing ASMR for a live crowd. Holy shit!
These glasses.
Hey, aren't the people who like try and claim
the
to
next
make
thing you need to
ASMR of
is
videos like gay?
I am Adam Lansky. I would like to share with you something I've been thinking about recently. Until about 2 months ago, I have spent my whole life going about romance the wrong way.
Ayo.
So that's
What?
And here's how this would manifest with me, at least. I don't know what y'all are up to, but this is what I've been going through. So when I would find someone, come into contact with someone that I found attractive, the pursuit would begin, basically. It was like, okay, well, who is this person? They look good and they say funny, interesting things. I want more, right? Right? Okay. And so let's call this like a goal-oriented.
Sorry, I'm not going to listen to his
What?
relationship advice. Are you going to play something? Because this might be entertaining at least.
no, I don't think so.
The relationship advice might be entertaining by itself.
Heads on a science apart. Nobody said it was easy. Oh, it's such a shame for us to part. Nobody said it was easy. No one ever said it would be this hard.
Gay. I have a question. Do they play this like in Guantanamo to torture the prisoners?
No, they didn't, but we should have.
Can we
Not speak as loud. We're running in circles. circles, chasing our tails. And we
Oh, wow.
we are.
You're a retarded faggot.
Yeah, sorry guys. That's actually Adam Lansky's channel. That is.
I mean, the more recent ones.
What a
have
lovely
the,
voice.
Actually, there's a skit called like Funeral Service or something.
Do I have to watch? Let's see.
Oh my gosh.
Damn. I was not expecting the full spur gap without the mic.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, it's on YouTube, so it won't violate TOS. So
right?
Yeah, it will.
What's that?
Yes, it will.
Oh, this is a whole ass movie, isn't it?
Onision?
Oh, wait. Oh.
Wait, is that a
I
guy?
have questions.
Is that actually an AK? Wait, let's go back a second.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's a
it's a gun.
Flash
Is it
and
a real
gun
gun?
It
I
have
don't
a
know.
pistol brace?
That doesn't look like a real gun. I don't know. Something seems off.
It looks like
No.
a brace on the end, unless I'm
Yeah.
retarded.
No, it looks
That
like
is
a no, it looks
that's
like a
a
Viltor. Like no, it's like an airsoft gun with like the Viltor style
okay.
stock.
Also, what dungeon is he filming in?
Is that an onion?
Somebody's
Is that
apartment.
like a fucking sack of garlic on the top of the fridge? What the fuck is
That's
that?
Oh, it's
banana.
bananas.
Banana.
I see. If you guys don't
Oh.
remember the intro to Goldfinger 1964, something like that, is he has to infiltrate this place, blow it up, and then get out of there. So it's a spoof on that. Spoof on the
Gotcha.
intro to Goldfinger.
Gotcha.
What's next? He's going to do like a frame by frame remake of Two Girls, One Cup.
Oh.
He might be able to make that one in prison.
That was like his sister's in-law brother or whatever.
Although I do have to say, this is kind of funny for 292 views.
This needs
amount
more
of work-
attention. Hey, go
This-
give him a like and sub.
Press the like button, guys.
Austin, I expect a full review of
Wait,
this
how many
video.
how many views did this video receive? By the way,
200 some views.
292.
Oh.
Almost 300.
Should have done better.
Austin,
this is Kino, as they say. The kids
Wait, is
say.
that
your thing.
Wait, is that a Volkswagen?
Work your magic.
No, that's a Jaguar.
It's
Oh.
the Volkswagen.
That's a Jaguar. Let's see. We might actually be able to see some of this stuff in here.
Jaguar makes
gold. Oh, this is the Tesla employee.
Wow.
That's a Chrysler. It's a Chrysler Sebring, the ultimate
What
in
is he?
spycraft.
I don't want to know what happens next.
Dude,
Oh.
you send me a link to this channel. I'm
Was
just
this
gonna watch this
was this on
tonight,
Pornhub?
unironically.
I'm about to say, is
Bro.
this-
Oh, no.
This is so funny.
Oh, what the heck? All right.
Wow.
I sent it to you, Austin.
I half thought he was gonna
What?
fucking have a puppy mask on or something.
Holy shit! It's big. It's Venom Snake,
And kill the one guard that I don't hate.
the man who sold the world.
It's the black thing on his face.
So is this movie like a recreation of Metal Gear Solid 1? I lost the plot.
No, Goldfinger. So this is
Oh.
the frame by frame or a shot for shot remake of Goldfinger. Just obviously very cringe. I'm
Is that Adam Lansky?
I'm skipping. Oh nope, I'm skipping that scene too.
Oh, what he's going to insert into the
The fuck was he doing in that scene? Okay, I'll watch later, I guess.
What do you? What do you?
Damn.
Oh.
Oh, no, get away! Dude,
The only
shit,
thing
get
hol-
off!
only thing holding
Get
is
it
the
off!
Bible over there.
Get away.
Oh, it's out
Of
of
course, it's the
cannabis.
cannabis shop.
It's out of
Dude, I was
cannabis
waiting for it to be
dispensary.
like a test.
Does he have taped to his junk?
Where's the ball gag?
This is actually kind of painful to listen to.
What other videos are out there that are notable?
Yo, how much money they spend on this shit?
$4.
Yeah,
Significantly
$4.
more than the budget of Who Killed Captain Alex.
I mean, it looks a lot better than
best
my
part.
fucking long form shit. I'm gonna be real. The camera's a lot better.
This is the best part right here. Oh,
Nah.
Wow.
Hell yeah. Hey.
Oh no,
Check
no,
it.
no! What the?
Hey, check
Nope.
it.
Nope, not clicking on that one.
Dude, that was
so
nuts.
that was a peek into the mind of Mr. Adam Lansky. You're all welcome.
Do you think that last
That was insane.
that last
brother.
clip
There
there?
is
Do you
credit
think
roll.
that that was maybe the mother of his child?
That's actually funny because no, 2018.
What, the fat one?
So if you actually look at
Or
it,
I'm sorry, or what? The one female.
So he has a child that's 6 years old. So that'd be around this time frame.
So it'd be
That's sad.
20. Yeah. So like when was the post of the rifle made? The 22.
22. Yeah.
So 22 minus. I can't do math. I'm not a good Asian.
I almost wonder if this guy ever had a casting couch meeting with Hollywood, he'd have been normal. Like he would have been fine.
That's a great shot. So who is this gentleman's
fetal alcohol syndrome character 1?
Who is all of these guys' people? That's just the question I have. I mean, that's the title of the video. What's the?
Dude, I could watch this all night. This is gold.
Demo reel.
Demo reel.
All right.
Yo, please hire me. Holy shit, dude. Well, now I get it. This makes a lot of sense. He
This
wasn't
is
good
definitely a
enough
lot
for the
more
satanic
pleasant.
cabal in Hollywood, and so he did what he had to do.
I'm going to demonstrate how to plant a bare root shrub.
What happened?
The string to domestic terrorist pipeline.
I guess.
Sniper's din.
Oh, cool.
What?
Poop Madness video.
I do want to say that
Wait,
the
this
guy
like-
who
is this
sent me
like
the
a
link to
CPC?
his channel has apologized. So to everyone in the chat, you're welcome.
This is a looks like a paintball arena, right?
This looks like fun. Yeah, this looks like a great paintball arena.
Damn.
Close quarters combat challenge. Oh boy.
This is like watching that. What
Well,
was the kid
it would be
associated
funnier
with
if
like,
they-
Black Rock? And
Oh,
he
right,
got
yeah,
into
yeah.
the shooting. It's like all the companies associated with this guy.
Mm.
Damn.
Would have been funnier if it was a Tesla lot. Just ridiculous.
It's like,
The foreshadowing.
oh my god.
All right, creepy drone shot. Right. Ragnar's cabin.
Stuff
What?
happening in that cabin, all right.
See, this is I've been to this spot. This is one of the Glodafos or something like that in Iceland. So I've actually been to this spot.
Jealous.
All right, Skodafos.
Jealous.
That's it. Okay.
Hi, my name is Park LaFay, and I'm running for school board position, District Number 5 for the Evergreen Public School
Holy crap,
Board.
he's blinking
Just
a
recently,
lot.
my daughter graduated from Mountain View High School.
As you can see, Operation Green Envy is well underway. By this time tomorrow, all of the inventory of cannabis in the city will be under our control, at which point we transfer that inventory to your overseas markets. We share in the profits.
Holy shit! Adam Lansky's the makeup coordinator.
I liked that shot, but does it lead into anything? Nope.
Steinway.
Okay, well, it's been about half an hour out of my life, and I think it's time to finish this thing up, huh? There's only one way to do this, and it's carefully. Now, I know there's a little bit of dust or something on this thing.
I was half expecting the green screen of like Filthy Frank going, "It's time to stop."
yeah. Oh, maybe that is his girl.
Whoa.
So maybe that is the mother of his child. I don't know.
I feel so bad for that kid.
All right. Well,
people are fucking broken. My God.
Very.
Yeah.
What
That
a
was the
fucking
most-
sight to behold.
That was the most Oregon hour and 40 minutes I've ever had.
That was. I'm gonna watch that entire channel tonight.
Yeah, dude. There's
all of it
in there. There's some
Like
stuff.
every video.
I sent you the
That's
link
something.
on Discord.
I
so-
saw it. I'm going
Yeah.
to use that link.
All right. Well,
Damn.
Before we get out of here, people were very generous, so I got to get to all these. If anybody needs to take off, feel free now, and we'll try and get this done by.
Yeah,
about
read
2
your
hours.
super chats. I just gotta pee. Go for it.
Marty Robbins for 199 says, was something calming as I work? Yes, something calming as I work on my 2011 tonight. Well, good luck on your 2011, sir. I hope it's been entertaining. I'm not sure what exactly to call it. Mix of funny, mix of sad, mix of tragic. Fortunately, no one was killed at the Tesla dealerships. Just some ugly cars got burned. Loops the cat for $2 says, who's ready for Summer of Love 2.0? That is true. That is true. I didn't think about that, but thank you for the $2, Loops. Tech Guns became a new YouTube member. Thank you very much, sir. I don't know what that means or what it does, but thank you. Josh says, whoa, Bucky is really handsome.
Hey, the CCP gives you that plastic surgery money.
Yeah. Loops the Cat also becomes a YouTube member. I don't know what that means, but thank you very much. Zorp for 199 says, Bucky, the only Asian I like. These trans ends are crazy. Thank you for the 199, sir. Nikolai Latsas for $5 says, since Trump was elected, the amount of rage I get in my Tesla is ridiculous. I have worked in solar for 24 years. I served the agenda too well. Yes, exactly. You were correct and green enough for a certain time, but now you're the wrong type of green in their eyes, right? So thank you for the $5, sir. That's rough. Ah, dear. Grand Thumb's Conscience for $4.99 says, Lansky wouldn't have this pent-up aggression if he went around impregnating as many women as possible. It's so liberating. Well, thank you, Mr. Graham.
Adam Lansky was putting his mouth over and using it as an orifice.
Yeah, you can go watch him do other things in other places. Not on this channel, though. That's against YouTube TOS. That's against the moral TOS, honestly. Grand Conscious for $4.99 says, oops, it appears impregnating is not his thing. Rainbow flag, rainbow flag. Thank you very much. Yeah, he's not
commitment. My lord,
it happened at least once.
He never stops. West225 for $5 says, I hate Elon and Tesla so much that I'm gonna make them collect on insurance. Yes, that's right. You pay out that insurance money.
Yeah.
Get him. Connor Janes for $2 says, anyone else notice Bucky's background? No, there's nothing to notice. There's nothing there. I don't even know what you're referring to, sir. Zorp again for $4.99 says, that church is the synagogue of Satan. Totally disgusting. Christ is king and reigns over all based. They will either repent and bow or be made to kneel.
Every tongue shall confess, brother. Based.
Thank you for the $5, sir. Grand Thumb's Conscience again for $4.99. I didn't know you could turn a weapon gay, Rainbow. That poor PS90. I'm sure it didn't consent. Probably not. Where they're going, consent doesn't matter, bro. Namely, jail. Loops the Cat for $5 says, of course it's a Como. Well, Grand Thumb's Conscience for $4.99 says, if you look closely, was that chocolate on the barrel? No, not gonna go. Oh my, Grand Thumb's Conscience, they're going off tonight.
Brother, how much money has he sent you?
Apparently his conscience.
Is this your old lady? Is that?
Dude, that would be funny because I wouldn't know. She's just using my credit card to buy all these super chats and send them in. I'm like, what is this bill? She's like, oh, nothing. I don't know. Grand Thumb's Conscious for $4.99 says, I just caught AIDS from that holster. Yeah, I wouldn't put anything in that you want to get back. Grand Thumb's Conscious for $4.99 says, this is the best. This is the best.
I'm gonna pull out a notepad.
You won't see any gerbils in the pics, but there's lots of gerbils there. Stop it. Mitzvot TV for $5 says, Richard, put on your reading glasses so you can see better, old man. Yeah. Yeah, stop making us blow it up so we can see it more.
Dude.
Granthum's Conscience for $4.99 says, definitely can't shoot a Glock. Requires a stiff wrist. Well, that wasn't too bad. Cademan 40 for $2 says, point P throwing.
Hell yeah, that's an OG.
That's right.
That's an
Alright.
OG. I got a boink gun, baby.
Irish Soap for $1.99 says, vintage owns a Milsurp Kia Soul.
Hell
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. Thanks for the super chat. I fucking guess.
Oh, actually, that's good. Garanthum's Conscience for $4.99 says, we'll be offering them a sales job as soon as they're out of jail. The president of Taurus. Actually, you can go for Taurus. Taurus needs a new salesman. Bulge deep in vagina for $4.99. $1.99 says, is that Allison guy the guy from In Range TV? No, you're thinking of
Tactical Girlfriend.
Tactical Girlfriend. Yeah.
Carl's
But thank you for the 99 sir. Granthum's Conscious for $4.99 says, queer firearms training. We use Astroglide for gun lube and the after party. Oh.
This dude is single-handedly paying your electric bill tonight.
Yeah, he actually is. Bulge deep in vagina says, must be Micah's Mayfield's church.
Oh, what did he do? What did he do?
Well, to be fair,
fired
Micah apologized to Carl for the very tame trans joke he made like a year ago now, something like that. So he actually did apologize to Carl Casarda for that, and because a lot of people were mad.
You don't never apologize to Carl. It just and out of principle, no matter what you did.
I don't know. Why are you apologizing to people that hate you and would never apologize for anything?
Well, I mean that, but what I'm saying is just Carl specifically, like, just never apologize to Carl.
Yeah, no. Like once the channel grows, he will notice me and I will catch flack. So might as well go on the offensive.
Yeah, there's no winning that ball. There's no winning that ball game. All right, House.
Damn it. Granthum's Conscious is throwing it out. He says 100% guarantee when you look, he's friends on Facebook with Trench. Brother.
Damn, Trench really does just get fucking roasted.
Trench just
gets all
we
the
almost made
slander.
it. We almost made it. We were at the end of the stream, and then he just caught us straight right there at the end. Granthum's Conscious for $4.99 says, this is what happens when you don't have a real job. I guess, yeah.
True that.
Idle hands are the devil's place. Granthum's Conscience for $1.99 says, she may be the reason that he switched.
Actually, when's the Tesla timeline and Adam's YouTube videos, and when did that coincide together?
Well, let's see here. So the last video was a year ago, and this is definitely
who's Abby McKee?
Abby McKee.
The bitch right there. That bitch.
Bags of cellophane with
okay, I'm done.
That's just
in the arms of an angel.
Could you pick a more haggard looking woman? Could you pick a more haggard looking motherfucker?
Oh, that's not him in drag. Never mind.
That's a biblically accurate witch.
I was gonna say something. I was gonna say, is that Trench and drag, but no.
Too tall.
That was
too
nuts.
tall. That couldn't be Trench.
Oh, damn it. Well, you know who taught him the pegging? Bertha. Granthum's Conscience for $4.99. Going absolutely hard. And before he's gone, he's throwing one at Bucky.
Another one.
Granthum's Conscience for $1.99 says, I bet Bucky's got a strong throat.
Yeah, fuck you, Bucky.
I went to Mongolia, so I learned the throat singing.
That's good, man. Hey, it's all right.
Proud of you, man. Trench's boobs are bigger. Unbelievable.
He's actually not like a unfit guy. No. He's really not. Like,
it works out. He's in good shape. He just
say shit to say shit.
Well, what happens is you get in this hate train, and then everybody is just trying to one up.
I get it.
I get it. Thought has been spotted in the chat. Unbelievable. There's a female here. Well, allegedly.
Ew.
Shut it down, boys.
Is it
So-
a gun bunny?
Timer out.
Females don't exist.
How,
on the
how,
internet.
Technically. All right. Vintage, what do you got coming up?
You want my? I don't fucking know. I figured it out like days before. You think I plan things?
Well, so
you
you
think my channel is planned at all? No, I have some stuff coming up.
I'm like a dog.
No, there's another military surplus video like I'm gonna do, and then I'm gonna do a review of a couple rifles with another content creator that are all milsurp, and then I'm bullying more people. That's what's coming up. So yeah, more bullying.
Are we? Who are we reviewing it with?
I'm going to be doing something with the former balaclava guy, with some of the World War II battle rifles, and then there's a couple other things I got in the works. It's not going to happen for a while, so I have to do filler content. That's the problem. So I'm going to be like, yeah, this guy, guys, he's kind of gay, right? Right?
Look at this. He like sings bad, guys.
Yeah, no. I do have some stuff coming up, so it'll be fun. You know where to find me. Not on Instagram anymore. I've already argued with 2 Pakistanis over it through Meta, so it's never coming back.
They got rid of you. Like they just have a hate boner for you.
No, well, okay. So AI got me, and it said "quote unquote" drugs, and it was over a story I posted with administrative results. I got pointed. I'm like jokingly like, "Oh, he sold me fent,"
Right.
and it was like a joke
Really?
about the like Harambe results page was what it was about.
Yeah,
But that like Instagram for whatever reason was like, "Oh, he's selling fentanyl." And AI was just like IP banned me. It was fucking nuts.
Risky wonders if Vintage has ever heard of Tackleberry Solutions.
I have not, but fuck, is that a thing?
I don't know what
Risky.
Tackleberry
You better
Solutions
DM me if that's worth my time. I need to know. I need content.
Send me the cringe. I need it now.
Send me. Yeah.
I need the cringe I desire.
I need it. I need it.
All right,
Well,
let's see.
I need more.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. The latest news: Tackleberry Solutions scandal and domestic terrorism. All right.
So
what in the fuck?
Man, this Wix page is just as gay as like a
Don't put
fire,
your
fire
kid in
discipline.
it, brother. Don't put your fucking kid in the videos I'm gonna make fun of potentially.
Oh no.
Do you consider?
Come on! I'm not an animal. I'm not a monster.
Why do we gotta do this?
Even better if there was like a pit bull instead of a Doberman.
Yeah. I funny enough, I got bit on my ass by a Doberman, so I fucking don't like Dobermans either.
Well, what were you doing? Like, were you trespassing on Mr. Bird's lawn or what?
No, he just fucking was an asshole and he bit me in my ass. What do you want me to say? I wasn't doing
Risky
anything. I was
says,
like 14.
more material inbound. So apparently it's pretty cringe.
Dankeschön,
Very
Bruder.
tactable.
Danke.
Tactical. Yeah, you also you finished up that the Lugaroo saga on there.
I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, I felt I realized that his coughing, I thought he was just like smoking Pall Malls his whole life. And then I realized it was him holding back tears, and I was like,
I think he was a little sad.
Huh?
Yeah, I think he was a little sad. He took it.
Yeah, and I realized I did I told you about this, but like I did a kind of a more of a full one because I did a live stream, and I was so fixated on just like going in on him for like clearly not being that sort of dude that's credible. And then I watched it again after I recorded everything the next day. And I'm like, dude, this guy might like fucking kill himself or something. Like, I can't, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
When you dogpile someone like that, there was a point of it. I'm like, okay, is this really worth going in on him like this? I did start to feel bad. So
I don't know if you noticed.
Yeah,
I don't know
guy
if you
named
caught it.
Dildo says the Lugaroo channel is better than Vintage. Okay, Mr. Dildo.
That's true. That's absolutely true. We
Yeah,
both make really good hot dog water content.
I
I
don't
wish
know
he
if
brought
you-
back the Benelli M4 Peaky Blinder LARP, which makes a lot of sense if he thinks.
Oh,
he's, like, the ambiguous,
I wish he'd bring that back.
protagonist.
But yeah, after everything was all said and done, I did not know that one of the firearms that he was using in his video ended up being seized in a police evidence incident because his best friend used it to off himself.
Oh shit! I didn't. Well, I mean, see, that's what I'm like.
Yeah, so he mentioned that in the video. So
Like I felt
and
really
he
bad.
he took it very hard. But when he came
And he
on,
did.
we talked a little bit afterwards, and
that
we're
was
kind of
another
good
part
now.
of it too. Is I like watched that live again, and I'm like, I mean, he needs to. I just wanted to address the response video he made ultimately, and that what you made fun of him for the most part was, I think, valid criticism. It was mainly, I don't know, like I felt like Make-A-Wish Foundation bad a little bit, and it just kind of hit me.
A lot of people were telling me that they kind of felt that it was like bullying, like really bad bullying, and I was like, but he's an adult, like surely this is fine. But no, you gotta be careful with that.
Like literally anyone who's on YouTube like would get roasted. Like, heck, look at me in the chat section.
Dude, I've had videos made about me, like, and that's the main point. I hope that he watches that video, and I hope that he takes, because I really tried to like kind of give him real advice there. It's like, dude, if you're gonna do this, you can't say you don't take it seriously. If you're gonna be telling people what to do, in like life or death, like situation type content, like EP work, and then if you're gonna, there's no cop out for that. Like you're doing every time you upload a YouTube video, you're doing it for attention. They're like, it was just for fun. Like, no, you're doing that to inform people, or you're doing it for people to
and you can
fixate on you.
The way that he talked about it was like, hey guys, I'm back. I'm doing things with the channel. We're going to do this. We're going to bring you more training content. We're going to be starting up this, doing that. So there was always like, he wanted it to be something, but it just never got traction.
I don't think he knows what he wants to do. I think that's ultimately what it
lack
is.
of direction and too old
and honestly, I don't have, and that's like the other reason I have a soft spot for him is like, I get it, at least in that degree, but he reminds me of a lot of other veterans from that kind of era. And I don't want to see him stop making content, I guess was kind of my thing. It's like, but you need to dial it in, and you shouldn't be giving advice if you're still learning and training, as he would put it. Like, then you're not a subject matter expert on it. I watched his EP protection loadout video, and there were so many points where I was like, this is like fucking laughably bad advice.
Right.
And it's like, you shouldn't be acting as though you're subject matter. I have no problem if you're just making gun content for fun, like doing that like little Benelli M4 video in your little get up. Fuck it, that's cool. Do that. But don't claim to be an expert on shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, like the thing is, it comes to the territory with not just firearms instruction, firearms advice, but the sale and facilitation and dissemination of firearms-related products or firearms. Is that this stuff, if handled irresponsibly, and new people would often get trained in cars and not know any better and may encounter this sort of bad advice or bad products or so, is that when it's being pressed into service for self-defense against government tyranny or as a counter against, like, say, domestic terrorism groups that that are politically motivated to kill you. If that doesn't work, then you'll be in serious trouble.
Yeah, it was for me. It was mainly him trying to tell other people in any EP work, and I read comments like there were people that were like, "Oh, dude, thanks for the video. This is good info." It's like, no, it's not. This is not like he's working for like kind of a lower level security company that's LARPing like they're the top tier. I've seen what top tier looks like, what they train you, the gear you wear, how they have you set up the gear. None of that was discussed in the video. Like he was saying, oh, you can't conceal a fucking duty belt under a suit and tie. It's like, brother, look at the Secret Service. I guarantee you that they have a fucking all of that. It's not.
Yeah, it comes off like a rent-a-cop giving like tactical advice to somebody.
Yeah, and it's easier. And by the way, it's easy to dunk on those types of people. That's why, like, I was tracking this guy for months. I never made a video on him because ultimately, I think the main thing he could have been criticized for was that Shadow Systems video, and that's mainly for the safety part of it. Like, okay, dude, I have videos of me doing cringe shit on my channel from far back that I can remember. I wasn't playing with tomahawks, but I was doing like, there's a video you can look for it. I was like dancing in like a fucking Soviet or a German uniform. So it was like, I looked back at that video and I cringed at it, right? What you don't do is you don't delete all your videos because that's kind of sad. I look back and I laugh at it. There's always going to be, no matter what you do, you're going to have people who just fucking hate you because they just hate you. So if you're going to do YouTube, for all my little inspiring ducklings here who want to do YouTube, you can't be a pussy. You gotta be able to like take criticism and people talking about you in personal ways. It is what it is.
Yeah, 100%.
Yep, I concur.
Good to know. Biacities spontaneously combust.
I love your joke. It's like you can't say GWAT. That's our word.
That's
I don't know what I don't know. No, somebody was said gyat or G or like yacht. Yacht's our word. That was funny.
That's funny.
Yep.
That is hilarious.
No, but I wish the dude the best. Guy's got a family and all that.
Yeah. Yeah, wish the best for everybody, and everybody just needs to improve a little bit and take constructive.
Listen, stop being gay.
I mean, we all do, as long as we show like incremental and great improvement over time and learn something from it. Like heck, my channel, like the legacy channel, is incredibly cringe. The current channel is still pretty cringe, but at least I uphold the schedule and the theme.
Well, actually, here, let me pull that up just to make sure that anyone who's not familiar with your content is.
I love how Grantham's conscience is still just throwing money.
They're
at you.
still there. So Grantham's conscience for 199 says, "I'd get Trent pregnant again."
Sounds like something from one of those like fucked up hentais.
I wouldn't know anything about that, sir, but your people make some wacky stuff. That's all I'm saying.
Damn.
And to start out, buy the finest hardware from the Foxconn factory.
Okay, I just saw a thumbnail from this channel.
Dude, I love this. I love
this. Is you?
Holy
shit, it is you.
Yeah.
This
I
video,
just saw a video from you today. Then
this is the best video ever made. So the audio, the background, the atmosphere, the duct tape. It's all so
the
good.
googly eyes.
It's all so
Dude.
good.
Hi there. So I get a lot of questions on the channel about what particular optic setup I'm running, why it is, and I'll go into why. So I over here, I'm trying to save up for the GBS Hydro mount, but it's $350, and I'm still working on getting that. But for now, I have a substitute, and this way I can dive into the hype of the Hydro mount. And
anyways, that is the perfect video for you to watch.
All right, Glow So Bright, you got my attention. I want to subscribe to you. Hold on. I need to look at this. There was another funny thumbnail that I looked at today, and I wanted to I thought it was on X, so I tried to bookmark it, but I couldn't do it. I need to look back.
All right. I mean, there's some good ones. I mean, you do like a mix of
content.
content.
No, it was 2A for all. It was that video.
Oh,
yeah,
yes.
I shared that. I saved that for later, so I'm gonna watch that.
Bucky, Mr. Pinochet says.
Hey, nothing happened. Nothing happened over there. Nothing happened at all. See, nothing happened.
Dude, you're literally going to be my new email profile picture. I hope you know that. I'm removing my logo just for Chinese companies, and I'm sending the Tiananmen Square with you in it.
Hey, if you give me a cut, and
I will post proof on X.
Hey, give me an SKS and some PLA stuff too.
Oh yeah. Oh, you want Type 56 in exchange? I understand.
The Hydromat, yes.
The Hydromat.
Basecamp drops $199 and walks away. Basecamp, also a good channel. They basically they're a bunch of dudes that go out and show off like training footage and whatnot. I'm supposed to have them on the channel at some point. They're a very small channel. The production value is very high. I think it's like they only have like a few hundred subs, but go check them out. They
many such cases.
Yep. And Bulge Deep in Vagina, member for 1 month, says pedigree.
How's Pranka doing?
So I had
that's my friend.
I had an agency. Yeah, well, he's back and everything. I had an agency reach out to me that wanted to get him for a training class, and they're like, "Hey, can you reach out to him for us or whatnot?" So I reached out to Matt and be like, "Hey, do these dates work for you for like 20 students for this PD in my area or whatnot?" And he was like, "No, I'm busy." So that was my entire interaction that I've had with him since I met him in January. So I'm gonna have him back on the channel. But so for me coming up, I have my classifiers on Saturday for USPSA, and there's like the slimmest chance that I can make master in my first classifier, like slimmest chance. Okay. If I do perfectly, I can make master. And there was a point
riffed on that for so long, buddy.
I know there was a point in that live stream where he was like, "Who here is a master or
master class USPSA?"
And so I have to use that.
Yes,
I have
sir,
to
I
use
am.
that clip over and over again now forever, and then introduce myself as, "Hey, I'm Focus Trip Master Class USPSA shooter." Did every
Master
video
class
has to
carry
be like
optics.
Like
Yeah,
if you
yeah,
were
yeah.
like a doctor, if you got a doctorate, his doctor focus
Yeah,
trip,
yeah,
basically.
yep.
Yeah.
Masterclass USPSA shooter, but that's only if that happens. But if I do get a master, it would be fun to have him back on and talk to him about training and whatnot. So we'll probably try and do that at some point. They just won't stop. West 225 says, "Oh, dude, show the 320 video." Fine, I will show that. I downloaded it, I think, so I should just be able to put that in the chat. So this is from the game called Operator. This is the most realistic simulation of the 320 to date. This is a game that some of the guys in the Discord are developers on.
Oh.
And they have updated it to 2025 standard.
All right.
So, just testing the drop functionality of the gun.
That's great.
Dude.
Yeah, so that's Wes. He's in the Discord. So
I'm gonna personally congratulate him right after this is done. While I watch what was that fucker's retard Tesla bomber guy's name again? I need to watch
Adam Lansky.
Adam, yeah, I'm gonna watch all of that while congratulating him.
Allison Tesla, like the Tesla car that was firebomb.
Well, that's his X/porn name. So don't do Allison Tesla.
Yeah,
stay away from
that one.
Yeah. Basecamp, last guy for 199 says, "Thank you, kind sir. We're retarded." Speaking of retarded, Bucky, what do you got coming up?
April Fool's Day video. It would be great. Otherwise, you got to
give us a hint. What is it?
Whether the content is a good idea or not, you be the judge.
All right. Looking
It's
forward
an
to it.
honest and actually very good answer. Like, yeah, that's good for you, buddy.
Oh, yeah,
You're going places, kid.
All right. Richard, Logan, what do you guys got?
Logan.
Just more dry fire, classifier match coming up this weekend. Just working on getting better.
Hell yeah.
I'm going to be posting some more clips. That's what I do. I take stuff from the streams, put it into smaller, more manageable bite-sized chunks. So if you guys would go over there and subscribe, it really helps us out.
Heck yeah. Fantastic. Great. Excellent. All right,
Thanks,
gentlemen.
guys.
I want to thank you all for putting up with us for over 2 hours. Thank you to everybody who supported the channel. It is greatly appreciated. And with all that out of the way, gentlemen, thank you so much. I hope you all enjoyed. I will see you in the next one.
I have a message for everyone. 2A for all, be gay, do crime, and support your local CCP office.
Peace. Bing